Ever walked into a room and been totally blown away by the fabrics? Like the way a tapestry just kind of glows, or how a textured rug makes you want to just sink your toes right in. Well, that's the magic of textile design. And lucky for you, today we're diving deep into how those creations come to life.
That's right. Get ready to explore the fascinating world where art meets function in some pretty incredible ways. We're going way beyond just pretty patterns here. Textile design is all about bringing fabrics to life.
Totally. And thankfully, we've got some amazing insights from the career pros over at RoleCatcher to guide us. We'll uncover what a textile designer really does, how to break into this field, and the secrets to standing out from the crowd.
RoleCatcher describes it as this cool intersection of visual communication and, get this, functional performance.
Okay, now you've got me intrigued. Break that down for me. How does that actually play out in the real world?
All right, so imagine you're designing upholstery fabric. You're not just thinking about a cool pattern, all right? You've got to consider how durable it is, how it drapes, even how it feels when someone sits on it. It's that balance, that marriage of aesthetics and practicality that makes textile design so unique.
So it's about the total experience of the fabric, not just how it looks on its own.
Exactly. And that's true whether we're talking about a silk scarf that needs to feel luxurious or some high-tech sportswear designed to keep you cool and dry.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned a silk scarf. What are some other things textile designers work on?
Oh, wow. Where do we even begin? Clothing is a huge one, obviously. But we're also talking home furnishings like upholstery and carpets, even technical textiles used in healthcare and construction. It's a surprisingly diverse field, seriously. Which, actually, it's a perfect segue into what it's really like to be a textile designer. Like, what's a typical day on the job even look like?
Yeah, paint me a picture. Are we talking like super focused solo studios or more like high energy design labs?
Honestly, it's kind of both. You could go from sketching ideas by hand 1 minute to collaborating with a team on some fancy CAD software the next. See, textile design often involves a lot of teamwork, working with other designers, product developers, even the manufacturers to bring those fabric creations to life.
So there's this cool mix of creative freedom, A&D teamwork. But let's be real, every job has its challenges. What are some hurdles someone might face in the textile design world?
Oh, for sure. It's definitely competitive, no sugarcoating that. Getting those first few jobs can be tough, and honestly, there might be some, repetitive work early on. Think less groundbreaking designs right off the bat, more like creating variations on a theme, and then there's always deadlines and those client demands to handle.
Ah, yes, the not so glamorous side of design. But hey, I'm guessing that passion for fabrics keeps people going, right?
100%. For those who truly love it, seeing their designs come to life, whether it's on a runway or in someone's living room, makes it all worth it.
That's what I love to hear. So say someone's listening and feeling that spark. What does it actually take to get started? Is there like a roadmap to becoming a textile designer?
It's funny, there isn't one right way to break in, which is actually kind of cool. Now, while a degree isn't mandatory, a relevant bachelor's can definitely open doors. Think textile design, fashion design, or even something like marketing, believe it or not, could be surprisingly helpful.
Marketing. Actually, that makes sense. I can see how understanding things like consumer trends and brand strategy could be super valuable in the design world.
Exactly. And it's not just about that initial degree either. Textile design is constantly changing, so continuous learning is key. RoleCatcher talks about a few certifications that can give you a real edge. Things like the Textile Design Professional Certification or mastering those industry standard CAD software programs. And with sustainability being so huge right now, certifications in sustainable textile design are becoming like the hot ticket item.
It's true what they say, the learning never stops. But certifications aside, I'm guessing good old-fashioned experience is crucial too, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's one thing to have all the theory down, but showing you can actually apply it, that's key. RoleCatcher stresses internships and even collaborating on smaller design projects just to get that hands-on experience early on.
Soaking up all that real-world wisdom.
Exactly. And of course, building up an amazing portfolio, that's non-negotiable. Think of it like your design passport. It shows off your skills and creative vision to potential employers.
And speaking of helpful resources, I know RoleCatcher offers a bunch of free career guides and tools too. Could you tell us a bit more about those?
They do. Their platform has a whole library of free resources, career guides, skill guides, even interview guides. They seem really passionate about making career development accessible, which I love.
All right, so let's fast forward a bit. You've been honing your skills, putting in the work, and crafting a killer portfolio. Now it's time to dive into the job market. What's the landscape looking like for textile designers these days? Give it to me straight.
Honestly, it's competitive out there, no way around it. But that's where a strategic approach can really make all the difference.
Ooh, I like where this is going. Tell me
Yeah.
more about this strategic approach.
One of the biggest things. Tailoring your resume and cover letter for each and every job you apply for. It's tempting to just blast out a generic application, but trust me, that extra time to customize is a game changer.
Ugh, so true. I've been there, done that with a generic route, and it almost never leads anywhere exciting.
Exactly. And this is another area where platforms like RoleCatcher can be super helpful.
I was just thinking that. I bet they've got some tricks up their sleeves given their whole focus on career development.
They do. One of their coolest features is this AI-powered resume analysis tool. It actually helps you spot any skills gaps in your resume, making sure it lines up with what employers are looking for.
Whoa, that's next level stuff. It's like having a digital career coach in your corner, making sure you're putting your best foot forward.
Right. And it's not just about making your resume look all fancy for humans. This AI analysis helps your resume speak directly to those algorithms a lot of companies use to filter applications these days. So you're strategically showcasing your skills to get past the digital gatekeepers and land in front of a real person who can see your full potential.
It's like you're learning their language, right? Speaking algorithm to algorithm, which is kind of wild when you think about it.
Totally. And hey, speaking of standing out, don't forget about networking. Networking is still huge GE. In fact, RoleCatcher actually helps you manage contacts and connect with potential employers.
It's true. Networking, it's not just some buzzword, is it? I think a lot of us, myself included, kind of forget about it sometimes.
It's easy to overlook, but building those genuine connections in the industry, well, it can open some surprising doors. And with a platform like RoleCatcher on your side, it's like you increase your chances of getting noticed by employers who are actively searching for someone with your exact skills. It's a win-win, really.
Okay, so let's say we've nailed the application, our portfolio's wowing them, and bam, we've landed an interview. What are your top tips for totally rocking that interview and landing that dream textile design job?
All right, so this is where preparation is everything. But luckily, RoleCatcher has our backs. Again, get this, they've got this massive library. Are you ready for this? Over 120,000 interview questions.
Wait, 120,000?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, they weren't messing around with those resources.
I know, right? It's like having a cheat sheet to the minds of like a million hiring managers.
Mhm.
But it gets even cooler because their AI platform goes way beyond just like giving you questions. It actually gives you personalized feedback on your practice sessions.
Hold on, it actually listens to you practice and gives you pointers. That's
It's
amazing.
the real deal. It's like having your own personal interview coach helping you polish your answers, your delivery, even your confidence.
Because who couldn't use a little confidence boost before a big interview, right? This is seriously amazing. Sounds like RoleCatcher is a total game changer for anyone serious about a textile design career.
100%. With the right tools and resources, and of course a healthy dose of passion and hard work, a seriously fulfilling career in textile design is totally within reach.
I love it. Okay, before we wrap things up, any final thoughts from you? If you could give our listeners one golden nugget of wisdom about the future of textile design, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think the textile industry is at this really exciting turning point. We're seeing a massive push towards sustainability, with both designers and consumers being way more aware of the whole environmental impact of, well, how we make textiles. And that's leading to some seriously cool innovations in eco-friendly fabrics and manufacturing. It's exciting.
It's amazing to see how sustainability is shaping the future of design, and in such a hands-on way, too. Any other trends you're excited about?
Oh, absolutely. The way technology is being integrated is mind-blowing. I mean, we're talking 3D printing, smart fabrics that can react to temperature changes, even pressure. And honestly, I think we're just scratching the surface of what's possible. It's a really cool time to be involved in textiles.
So we're talking about this incredible fusion of creativity, technology, and responsibility all in one field.
Exactly, which makes it, like I said, a really exciting field to be a part of.
It sounds amazing. Well, there you have it, our deep dive into the world of textile design. We've covered a ton today, from the day-to-day realities of the job to the importance of never stop learning, building that killer portfolio, and using the right tools to navigate this wild world of design.
We've learned it takes a unique blend of artistic talent, technical know-how, and a strategic approach to truly thrive as a textile designer.
To all our listeners, we hope you found this deep dive informative, inspiring, and who knows, maybe even a little mind-blowing. Now go out there, embrace your creativity, and make your own mark on the world of textile design.